second time ever in life getting braids, and I decided to get some knotless boho braids, but the girlies were right. It is definitely high maintenance, so I love them. I think they look gorgeous. I got these done at an African braided shop here in Houston, Texas, and this is about a week and a half in. It's definitely high maintenance when you don't get human hair bundles for your curly pieces. I'm pretty sure she told me this was like a blend, so like pretty much synthetic. And yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I pretty much refresh them and just make them look nice and neat again. So I'm going in with the part of my fro curling mousse, got to be glue gel, some oil, and some Creme of Nature leave-in conditioner spray. And I start off by just kind of spraying that around my scalp. I don't know about y'all, I'm not gonna really sit here and say that I'm like tender-headed or anything, but I don't know, they were just a little tight for the first week and a half, but they did loosen up and they feel totally fine now. So after that, I'm just kind of sectioning off all the braids, going in like 4 quadrants, and just taking one braid at a time and taking the boho piece and going in with the part of my fro foaming mousse first. Now this can be any foaming mousse. I'm sure there's like better foaming mousses for this specific refresh. This is just one that I had on hand and I think it worked pretty well. Plus it smelled amazing. You guys know I use that on my wash and goes, but what I'm doing is just kind of putting the mousse on the piece, going in with like a small rat tail comb and just kind of trying to get some of the tangles out or smooth it out. And then I'm going in with that got to be glued gel and really just rubbing that or like smoothing it down the piece, trying to kind of, you know, mimic the curl again, just to kind of help it, you know, curl back up. And I'm literally doing that to every single braid. I will be honest, this was slightly tedious. In real time, it took me about 45 minutes to do all the braids. Now, one thing you'll definitely see me do is actually cut some of the pieces. So as I'm going through trying to detangle some of them with the rat tail comb, if it was just too tangled and too matted, I definitely went in and kind of just cut those parts off. And then of course I just go in with my got to be glue gel and just literally rub that down the hair, and that's pretty much it. I'm like just repeating that to every single braid. I try not to cut the pieces too short either. So like, yeah, you just saw how I did that. I just basically kind of just trimmed the bottom piece and that's it. And then, you know, just kind of mimic the curl. After I do like a jumbo section, I just kind of go in and kind of scrunch it a little bit. You know, just to, like I said, just to help encourage the curl to wave back up. Now, my boho pieces weren't like really curly to begin with anyway. They were more so like wavy. And it does look thin because I put the gel on it right now, but what I'm going to do is in each subsection twist it. So this I actually do every night just to kind of maintain and keep them from being as tangled, which has definitely helped. It's just that, you know, as you go throughout the day and with them being long, they're gonna get matted sometimes. That's just what's gonna happen. So I take 2 subsections and twist it into one big section and make a large bun, and I don't try to put it on the side. I try to put it towards the back, you know, so it'll be, you know, a little bit more comfortable when you sleep. And then I'm just gonna tie my edges down and put a bonnet on top. But that is basically it, you guys. This is pretty much what I do to maintain them. I'm also gonna put a little bit of mousse on top as well. Now a lot of people are probably like, girl, that's a lot of product you're putting on. Mind you, I'm only keeping these in for like a month and a half, so you know, you can get some dry shampoo if you want or whatever, but again, I'm just doing it to keep them as neat and seamless as possible. And this is how much was actually like combed out or cut off. And I'm just going in to oil my scalp and then getting ready for bed. And the next day, this is how my braids look. Edges are laid and it was comfortable to sleep in, like I said, because the buns were towards the back. And I'm not gonna lie, my hair was slightly damp. So what I will say is, if you're gonna do this method, make sure you let the products dry down a little bit. I just had a flight to catch the next morning, so I went straight to bed. But I just simply unraveled the braids, and this is how it looks. Like I said, it's still slightly damp, but like after an hour, it's completely dry. And I do this same twist up method at night to keep them from getting tangled, and it definitely helps. What I will say, because they're long and they're more so like wavy pieces, the more you like wear them out, depending on like your outfit and sitting down and stuff, they do get like matted and tangled over time. But if you do this method at night, I promise you it will keep them at least, you know, neat as possible. That's what I will say, because honestly, it doesn't really get messy until like a week and a half after doing this. So I would definitely say this is, you know, very high maintenance. But if I get braids again, I would 100% get boho braids, because they're so cute. And I probably would get curlier pieces and definitely human hair, because I heard it's just easier to maintain with human hair pieces. And for this length and size, I only paid $280, y'all, at the African braiding shop. So don't sleep on the African braiding shop. No deposit, walk in, and it's perfect. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.